Gaffer, back on the road tomorrow. We travel to Woking. Good to be going into that one off the back of a win.
Yeah, Woking obviously localish, so just up the road, which is nice. Getting closer to the end of the season, and 3 points to play for. So we're in not bad shape on the back of a good weekend for us. Looking forward to another away trip and another challenge.
Yeah, has it been nice to have a 4-day gap between our last game and tomorrow's game?
I think after the weekend, I think it's Friday, Monday, which is not too different to a Saturday, Tuesday, but it always feels different. Just have a little bit of time build up into the next challenge. So, yeah, it's been productive. It's been good. Lads have obviously in good spirits after the weekend. So, looking forward to the game.
Yeah, I know you mentioned it before, but it really does feel like you're almost not allowing the players to be on holiday mentally going into this final stretch of the season. How important is that to you, that sort of belief and that value that you hold close to yourself?
Well, I think just being honest with the group, and we speak about it, understand the psychology side of it. It's very difficult to stay sort of motivated, if you like, in terms of being at your peak of your performance, because it's close to the end of the season, and people are thinking about their futures, and I just ask to be as professional as we can be, and be a team right to the end, and let's see where that takes us. We said a couple of weeks ago we didn't want to finish on 53 points. We've corrected that, if you like, and sort of put some points on the board, and I think the group, even going from training today, the group they're good, they're honest, they want to work hard and want to win games of football. So there's always an opposition to overcome in doing that. But I feel like we are, with everything considered, with what we've got in terms of within the squad, we're in a good place for the weekend.
Yeah, has the Easter weekend shown you that the group of lads have shown a different mentality than what they were previously showing?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say that maybe we've had one or two inconsistent performances, and we got punished from this season. And I stand by it. I think there's been games that we've massively deserved to come away with 3 points, and we haven't. And that's been the difference for us this year. And whether that's due to suspensions, which have been, we spoke about, which aren't our standards, aren't our level, but we've tried to correct that as best we can, and can definitely still do better in that area, and injuries in key moments to key players, and they affect every team. So I think that everything considered, the team is in a good place going into the weekend.
Yeah, it's your first full season in management almost coming to an end. Obviously, one more away game tomorrow. How have you found being here, there and everywhere up and down the country in this division?
Obviously, first and foremost, I enjoy what I do. I enjoy working with the guys. I enjoy being at the club, and when I came in, it's my first sort of lead role, if you like. Been in football a long time. I understand how it works, and just trying to improve every day. And I think that's something that I've taken from the season. And you say it's my first season as the lead, is always stay on top of everything, because you're a moment away from something difficult you've got to manage. So but I enjoy that side of it. I enjoy being in the game. I enjoy preparing the team, and as I say, I enjoy working with our staff, if you like, in Butts and Jason and Vince and Matt and Sam the physio, and Alfie the sports coach, and the kit man, and everybody else, not the media guy.
What are you expecting from Woking, who are coming into this one in good form?
I've read a couple of bits this week and how well Neil's done, and I know Ards have played with him. Really pleased he's back in the game, and very experienced at this level and the level above. So I expect a well organised, tough test, and obviously it's away from home. So looking forward to seeing him. Looking forward to seeing what the game produces, and we've got one or two little scares for tomorrow in terms of injuries, which will be late fitness test wise, if you like. Let's see what we end up with, and the most important part is to keep that mentality that we've had over the last weekend, and we've had most of the season. and I think that's what the lads want to show, and I think that's what, as an Eastleigh fan, as an Eastleigh club, we deserve to show them that there's that spirit within, that when there's nothing to play for, so to speak, that there's still a hunger and desire to wear the shirt.
Yeah, early kick-off tomorrow, 12:30. How does that affect things? Does that play a part? Does it not?
I think it does play a little bit of a part for mine, especially when I'm away from home. Obviously not too far to travel, but it kind of takes out the pre-match meal and the opportunity to see the lads in the morning. So there'll be a report to the game, which is not normal. So probably more in my mind than the players. I put you a little bit of apprehension there in your mind and how that part's going to go. But ultimately, the last thing I said to the guys before they left today is, you prepare yourself to play a game of football, whether it's at 12:30, 3 o'clock or 7:45. It's up to you. You need to be ready, prepare yourself, and turn up with the mental state to go and do your best.
Yeah, and as always, we'll end on any updates on availability.
Obviously, we got Nar with a long termer, and I'm not sure Jake Taylor's going to make it. He's keen to be involved, but with a hamstring, it's probably a bit high risk. Other than that, we're good. Bryn's back in, and obviously Vokes was back with us, and Solomon is back training, so potentially he could make the squad on the bench.
Brilliant. All the best.
Thank you.